Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Sunny Winnipeg. Yeah, remember yesterday morning at this time? In fact, I think it was a few minutes later, and it was dark out there. Unusually dark. You know, I never did hear the explanation, the scientific explanation of what happened. The only thing that I can think of is that there must have been a huge thunderstorm or something just to the east of us, and it was blocking the light from the sun. That's all I can think of. And the smoke, you know, the combination of the two, and it was just really, really unusually dark. I think my friend Maxim said it was like the fourth plague of Egypt or something like that. Yeah, and Aussie Frenchman, he said it was Armageddon. Yeah, it was scary in a way. You sort of wonder what's happened, you know, because it was so unusual. Anyway, it's nice out there right now. However, the weather office, which I don't believe anymore after yesterday, they were predicting zero rain, and it was raining off and on most of the morning. Yeah, it was the funniest thing. So right now they're saying that starting around 1 o'clock this afternoon, there's a 60% chance of thunder showers again, which for this time of year is normal, you know. That's the way it goes. It gets hot and it gets hot and muggy, and then in the afternoons it rains. That's the way it goes in Winnipeg. Quite often, you can almost count on it, or at least be ready for it. So I took the bike box, or the bike out of the box a few minutes ago, and I got it ready to go. So I'm going to go for my quick scoot this morning. Yeah, you know, when I go for a ride, I often try to ride someplace a little bit different, because I know that there are people watching these videos that don't watch the model ship show. Not very many, though. Not very many. But I know they're probably watching the same way I did a couple of years ago when I was getting interested in my buying a Rebel and then later buying the Goldwing, and so on. I was watching what other people were doing on the same bike. And I was watching their doing what I'm doing, and you like it when they go someplace different. But you know, I just plain can't. I mean, this is the same house, same bike box, same bike, and Winnipeg is not that big. Well, it's pretty big, but it's not huge like some of these big cities are, that you can go different places. You know, with me. There's only maybe 3 or 4 different directions I can go. You know, if I had my choice, if I had to go to the same place every day, I'd probably choose the McDonald's in Transcona, because it's about the right distance. It's about a 10-15 minute ride. The traffic is not fast. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. But so I don't know where I'm going to go this morning. I'm just gonna go and enjoy the ride. Yeah, the traffic is always different. It's always different. The road might be the same, but the traffic and combination of vehicles and what have you, and it's always different. Anyway, this is a model show, isn't it? Not a motorcycle show. I think what's going to happen today is I'm probably going to have to spend quite a bit of time, as I mentioned yesterday, off camera, getting the other 7 of these guns done. I'm going to try and set it up in a mass production way so that I'll be able to get them done one after the other. I was noticing on this one here that one of the little railings, I didn't glue it on straight. I'm almost scared to try and bend it straight in case I snap it loose. I suppose I could do that on camera. That'd be kind of fun. But the only time we're probably going to get to use the macro lens today. Now, oh yeah, let's see the dog. Okay, we are ready for you know who. There we go. Yeah, right now I do believe that yesterday morning, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked at the clock, it said 7:34, and right now it's 7:32. So we're 2 minutes ahead at the moment, and look at how beautiful it is out there. It's just a fantastic morning. In fact, when I was taking my bike out of the box, Lorraine from next door, she sticks her head out the door and comments about how beautiful and fresh everything is. And it is. It's just a fabulous morning. Why am I sitting here? I should be out there enjoying it, right? Well, I will probably in about an hour or so. I'll wait till the rush hour traffic's over, and then I'll go out. It's not that I can't drive in heavy traffic. It's just that why do it if you don't have to? Uh, yeah, I've driven a lot of different types of vehicles. I'm used to driving. Mind you, not recently, not in the last few years, but when I was younger, I did. Uh, okay, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. I guess in a way, you might say I was lucky. Some people, the only thing they've ever had the opportunity to drive is a car, and maybe a bicycle when they were a kid, if they were, like most North American kids are. Anyway, let's get going here. Speaking of stuff, I just in my mind, I was going through all the different things that I have driven, and I think probably the most unusual is a team of horses with the reins sitting on what we called a rake, and I was raking the field to get the hay all together, and then to make the haystacks. That was the most unusual vehicle I think I ever drove. Yeah, crazy horses. Yeah, gee whiz, my we're old. Yeah, that was the norm then when I was a kid. Now I know you could also use a little Fordson tractor or something like that to pull the rake, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. I must be desperate to flap my gums here or something because I just can't think of anything really interesting to say. So why don't we just shut up, recompose? Well, now it's exactly the same time as it was yesterday. And I take a look at this railing, and then after that, I think I'm probably just going to be spending a lot of time assembling parts off camera. Okay, if there's anybody out there that is suffering from some sort of rotating vertigo, sorry about that. Yeah, you can see that one rail which is sort of leaning back, so I'll just stop this here. It's this one right here. Now I'm almost scared to push on it because I'm afraid that I'm hoping that the bottom rail will stay adhered and it will bend the stanchions, but it could be that it won't. I don't have to move it very much, just a little bit, but if I can see it from arm's length, then it's definitely okay. Well, I guess the only way to find out if it's going to break off or not is to actually get in there and push on it, right? Now, it's not what you would call real bad, but let's see what we can do here. Just very, very gently. Oh, I heard it snap. Okay, but I think maybe what I'm going to have to do is I think what happened is probably the middle stanchion area let go. I think that's probably what happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get it straight, and then use the holder downer and re-glue it. I'm going to do that all off camera. Anyway, we've spent enough time on this. If I waste a whole lot of time, well, it's not really wasting time, but if I spend a lot of time messing around like this with the macro lens, we're just not going to get the other 7 done, are we? I can't help myself. Every time I go to do something that I say I'm going to do, and then I realize, well, you know, I can put the macro lens on and show this being done. Try and get it. Okay. Ooh, that's too much. I think I might have broken it loose just a little bit more than I had intended to. Let me check the monitor. Okay, I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on that if I can here. Oh, I bumped it when I, well, let's not waste a lot of time here because it's going to glue itself to the platform in the wrong direction. Okay, where's one of Gabe's swabs here? Sort of absorb that up a little bit if we can before it starts to cure. You know what? I'm going to do this off camera. I am sorry. Why am I sorry? I'm not sorry. Okay, we're glued back on. It's straighter. I attached it to the other railing. You can just see it there with a bit of CA thick. Let's not go messing with it anymore. Okay. The other 7 guns are glued together, at least the plastic parts are. They're still pretty wet. I just used the extra thin. I didn't use the quick setting. And it took about an hour, I guess, maybe. Next step will be to get the photo etch on. That's going to be the hard part. It's not going to go quite as quick, I don't think. Try and get some sort of a system going. You know, I had a system going with this. First of all, I put all these little side pieces on, and then I mounted the trunnion brackets on the barrel, and you know, and I did everything sort of like in mass production. It worked pretty good. Well, they're done. Okay, what do we got here? Sun is still shining. Yeah. Missy the dog has not come by yet. If I go for my bike ride, I'll probably miss her. And I don't want to do that. I think what I should do maybe is get a little bit of editing done. Hello, Missy.
Well, we had a goodly walk.
Yeah, I saw you leave. And I was watching for you to come, and like you say, you snuck up the back way. Okay. Did you ever hear an explanation as why it was so dark yesterday? Did the news or anything talk about it?
No, but part of it was smoke and part of it was thunderstorm.
That's
The
what I...
thunderstorm was between us and the sun.
That's exactly what I said this morning. That's exactly what I said. That I figured it was probably a thunderstorm. You know, I think Missy needs a haircut again. Yeah.
Maybe next week or the week after.
Yeah. You started looking like a sheepdog. Okay, come on back up. Yeah.
Rainey oversaw the two, but Missy was in Ella's 500 square foot condo yesterday afternoon for a while, and they played nicely. Missy wanted to exert some dominance, so she ate all the cat's food and all the cat's crunchies, drink of water, but the cat had done that to Missy the day before when Missy was sleeping, so.
Thank you for coming again, Missy. Always good to see you.
You have all on your license plate. AWL.
Yes.
I know that doesn't mean that you're a bore,
All?
but it is a boring instrument, the all.
Oh, the
Also-
all. Yeah.
Sorry. A very bad joke. Early in the morning. I have no excuse. I'm gonna kill my writers.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron. Is your house?
Bye, Missy. Yeah, beautiful morning. We gotta get out on that bike. In fact, I think I'm gonna be doing it real soon. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now it's beautiful outside. People are going for a walk. Why am I sitting here at the model table, as I've said so often? I better get out for a quick scoot. I think I'm going to go to Tim Hortons for coffee. Yeah, haven't been there for a while. Go to the one on Headmaster. Maybe go take the long way around. And we'll work on this stuff later this afternoon. Maybe. Or maybe not. Yeah, there's always winter. Winter's coming. It's going to be here in about 3 months, 4 months for sure. Okay, let's go. Okay. So what has happened in the last, you might say, approximately 4 hours since I said I'm going to go to Timmy's? Well, I did go to Timmy's. I didn't do anything on the photo etch. I was looking for every excuse to not do anything on the photo etch, and I found it. Yeah. I had to breathe. That's an excuse. Can't work on the photo etch. Well, it's not that bad. Maybe I'll work on it a little later today. We'll see what happens. However, when I got into the parking lot at Timmy's, the lot was almost full. And I can honestly say I have never seen that parking lot that full. So I'm thinking to myself, I better go somewhere else. There's not going to be any place to sit. But when I got into Timmy's, it was practically empty. So I don't know where everybody was. I was thinking maybe Timmy's had some sort of special on or something. You know, occasionally they do. They used to have a thing here in Canada called roll up the rim to win. And you roll up the little lip on your paper cup and you might get a prize. Some of them were pretty good, like a new car. A new car! Yeah. Anyway, where am I going here? I'm going to wrap it up for today. Yeah, I just don't feel like doing any more videoing. I'm going to call her a day. I have no news. You want to watch the ride? It'll be out. I don't know what number it'll be, but it'll be the next one. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everybody.